International racing continues, and this time we go to the world's richest race, the $20 million Saudi Cup 2025. A field of 14 has been entered, and it's going to be Saturday, February the 22nd in the United States. And of course, it's going to be run under the lights at King Abdul's racetrack. And let's take a look at this field. $20 million purse, a mile and an eighth, a big long stretch in the Saudi Cup. We've already got a preview up of the Saudi Derby. We've got some American runners and Japan runners in that race. And let's take a look at this world-class field. And it starts off with post positions led by Ushba Tesoro out of post position number 1. He's a former Dubai World Cup winner in 2023. Then we've got the Hong Kong Cup winner, Romantic Warrior. He is going to be trying dirt. He's now 7 years old, and he's won multiple Hong Kong Cups. We've got Forever Young, who won the Saudi Derby last year as a 3-year-old. He is now older, and he got post position 14. And it does include a couple of local runners, including Scotland Yard. And we've also got Wooten's Son, and a full field of 14 horses for the Saudi Cup 2024. Some of the world's best jockeys are in this race. Now, we were going to have some American runners, but they kind of got waylaid and off the trail. So Sierra Leone not in this race. Fierceness, he's gearing up for a summer campaign. But we do have Rattle and Roll, who went over to the Saudi Derby Cup and in Saudi Arabia and won a prep race, and he looked good doing it. Of course, Rattle and Roll trained by Ken McPeak. Let's take a look at some of the top contenders, starting off with Forever Young. Let's go back to the Japan Dirt Cup last year and kind of worked out a good trip. Started off the inside, then kind of made his way to the outside. Of course, Forever Young, he really seems to be a stamina type horse, so he's probably better at 1.25 miles, but he did come running in the Japan Dirt Cup, picked up the win that day. Mr. Yahagi trains, and Forever Young going to take that 14th post position here. Now, Forever Young, let's go back to the Grade 1 Tokyo Deshoten, and he won this race. Forever Young definitely fits at the class level. He's won in Saudi before. He won at a 1 mile distance last year, catching Bookham Dano in the final stride. Now he's got to go 1 mile and an eighth. Not as much pace in this race. We'll see where Forever Young sits at the half-mile pole here in the Saudi Cup. Now, Rattle and Roll had a prep race over in Saudi. Let's go back to that race. Trained by Ken McPeak, Rattle and Roll picked up the win. Kind of had an inside trip that day. Spurted clear, won clear that day. He's always threatened to be a Grade 1 level type horse. Has ran some big races, got the nice prep win, and he definitely is going to be one of the contenders here in the Saudi Cup. Now, Romantic Warrior, most likely going to be the favorite in the race, the popular Japan runner. Let's go back to the Hong Kong Cup 2024. He wins this race. This is on the turf. He's won multiple races on the turf. Now he's going to try the dirt. Romantic Warrior definitely has more of a kick and a stretch run, so I think 1.8 miles will be a good distance for him. Let's take a look at the most recent dirt workout for Romantic Warrior. Now, this one, they say the dirt is a little bit more softer and forgiving. It does have a long stretch, the Saudi Cup, so we'll see if Romantic Warrior, after a couple of dirt workouts, looks good. He worked out recently on the dirt and seems to be all systems go. Now we've got Ushba Tesoro, the veteran warrior, the Dubai World Cup winner, 2023. Here he is acting up before the Breeders' Cup. He's always been kind of a head case in the mornings. He wears a lot of equipment in the afternoon. But Ushba Tesoro, on his best day, when he's not acting up, when he works out and trains forwardly, he is capable at this Grade 1 level. And of course, he ran 5th in the Breeders' Cup Classic in 2023, did not run as well in 2024, but he's been traveling worldwide in these Grade 1 races now for multiple years. Wooten's Son, 5 wins and 26 starts. He's one of the 2 horses, local contingent. Let's take a look at his most recent races at the King A racetrack. Of course, been running in the distance races, comes out of a Grade 3, won in December, and he also got second in an allowance race with that 5 for 26 record. Wooten Sun, definitely a contender. Then we've got another local contender, Scotland Yard. Of course, he's another one that can get the distance. A mile and a should be no problem. He had a prep race in the grade 3, the same race that some of the other horses ran in. So I think he's going to fire better here. He had won a couple in a row before that. Those were allowance races, but he did run in the Godolphin Mile last year, a grade 2, ran evenly, and had a little bit of time off. Seems to be in the middle of his form cycle for Scotland Yard. Now, the big handicapping questions for the Saudi Cup 2025. Turf to dirt. Which of these horses can make that transition? Also, some of the shippers. You've got horses like Rattle and Roll. He's been there a while. Big field. Ushba Tesoro on the inside, Forever Young on the outside. I think that probably helps overall Forever Young. He seems to like to be in the clear and outside of horses in his best wins. I like the fact that Ushba Tesoro can save some ground. Romantic Warrior, if he handles the dirt, he definitely has got the class, but he is a 7-year-old trying the dirt here at this grade 1 level. My top selection for the Saudi Cup 2025, I'm going with Ushba Tesoro. You know, like I say, on his best day, he can get the distance. He fits at the class level, seems to be training forwardly. I think they've been pointing for this race since the Breeders' Cup. I'm going to play him in exactas over Forever Young, Wooten Sun, and Ramjet. If you want to consider other horses, you might want to take a look at Forever Young. That outside post should shoot him well. And then Wooten Sun seems to be coming into this race on a big race here in Saudi Arabia. Now, the Kentucky Derby preps are going on this weekend as well. We've got a preview of the Saudi Derby up. We've also got a preview of the John Battaglia. Big field in that one. 14 horses entered for Saturday night. Then we've got the Rebel Stakes, another 14-horse field. That's now going to be on Sunday due to the cold weather. And the favorite in that race, we've got Sandman, Admiral Dennis, Coal Battle, and Speed King. Points races continue next week. We've got the Fountain of Youth from Florida, the Gotham Stakes, the San Felipe, then the Tampa Bay Derby on March 8th, the Virginia Derby on March 15th as we continue to get towards the Kentucky Derby. So the Saudi Derby, the Saudi Sprint, we've got Straight No Chaser going in that one, and we've also got the Saudi Cup $20 million purse and a full field of 14 horses entered. Free racing picks for Rebel Day on Sunday, and you can sign up below in the description. We'll also have Derby picks, Florida Derby picks, and next weekend we go to Florida for the Fountain of Youth card. Top 3 picks for all of those races. Triple Crown Prospectus. We write about the Triple Crown every Monday, 2,000 words through the Belmont Stakes. And remember, like, share, comment, subscribe. Who do you like in the Saudi Cup? Do you like Rattle and Roll, or do you like one of the Japan horses? Leave a comment. And remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.